3-2. Relationship between cubes and cube roots. Raising a number to the third power and taking the cube root of a number are inverse operations. So cubing something and then taking the cube root of it, they just undo each other. They're inverse operations. So let's look at this example I have here. If I take 3 and then I cube it, 3 to the third power. Well, 3 to the third power means 3 times 3 times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 gives me 27. So if I take 3 and cube it, I get 27. But then if I take the cube root of 27, what number times itself 3 times gives you 27? Well, that would be 3. So taking a number and cubing it and then taking the cube root of it goes right back to 3. So 3 cubed is 27. So the cube root of 27 is 3. Let's take negative 3. If you take negative 3 and cube it, you get negative 27. So the cube root of negative 27 gives you negative 3. Again, if you plug in negative 3 and you cube it in your calculator, you have to put parentheses. This is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which would give you negative 27. Make sure that when you're raising a number to a power on your calculator that you put parentheses. Continuing with 3-2. Solving equations containing cubes. To solve an equation of the form x cubed equals to p, take the cube root of each side of the equation. So let's look at this first example. Solve x cubed equals to 125. The first step that we will take is we will take the cube root of each side. Show me that step. Show me that you're taking the cube root of each side. When you take the cube root of x cubed, they undo each other and you just get x. Equals to, what is the cube root of 125? Well, the cube root of 125 equals to 5. Because 5 times 5 times 5 gives you 125. Therefore, your only answer for this problem is 5. So your only answer is 5. Now, we could check this answer. Take my original problem. Plug in your answer, 5. 5 cubed. Is 5 cubed 125? Well, 5 cubed is 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5, if you use your calculator, is 125. Therefore, yes, my answer does check out. Let's look at a few more examples. Solving equations using cube roots. Looking at this problem, x cubed equals to 8. To solve this cubic equation, let's take the cube root of each side. Cube root of each side. Well, the cube root of x cubed gives you x is equal to, the cube root of 8 gives you 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. The cube root of 8 is 2. The next example, x cubed equals to negative 27. To solve this equation, we must take the cube root of each side. Taking the cube root of each side. The cube root of x cubed is x equals to the cube root of negative 27. I'm asking you what number times itself 3 times gives you negative 27. Well, it's negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 gives you negative 27. Therefore, the cube root of negative 27 is negative 3. That's your only answer. That's the only answer when plugged back into the original problem would make the left side equal the right side. Looking at C, the x cubed equals to 64. Take the cube root of both sides. Well, the cube root of x cubed is x, is equal to. The cube root of 64 is 4, because 4 times 4 times 4 gives you 64. So the only answer for C is x equals to 4. One more problem. X cubed equals to negative 125. Let's take the cube root of both sides. The cube root of x cubed is x, is equal to the cube root of negative 125. What times itself 3 times gives you negative 125? That would be negative 5. Because negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 equals negative 125.